Hey guys, my name is Levin. I just thought that I'll create this tutorial video because to show you guys how to target the right audience for your Facebook ads and how to create your ads. Some of this stuff you might already know, but I'll just share it for the sake of those who haven't tried playing around with it. The first thing you have to do is go to this address, Facebook/ads audience insights, and go to this page. And by the way, I know I have a strange accent, so just try to overlook the accent. Anyway, we've gone to this page. Again, it's ads at audience insights. The first thing you will notice in this pop-up window, just click on everyone on Facebook because that's the one you want, and you start to see lots of information. Basically, this is the data that Facebook has collected on all its users, the kind of jobs that they have, whether they're single, married, what the most popular interests are, etc. In other words, none of your information is secret. Anyway, let's move along. In order to create the audience that you want to target, first of all, you go to your page and, under Insights, you try to hone into what kind of people are interested in your page. And then you come to this page, and under the first column you can choose the country that you want to target. So maybe Canada, the UK, any country that you want. By default is the United States, so you just stick to that. Age and gender refers to the age group that you specifically want to target. So in this case, let's choose 18 to 34, for example, right? And you begin to notice that the information on the right changes accordingly based on what you select on the left. We move on. We choose gender. I'll choose all. Okay, and the most important part is under interests. That's where you specify your niche audience that you want to target. So, for example, I am part of a vegan food blog team. So I will want to target, for example, the interest of veganism, right? And you see that Facebook suggests a few different things, right? So I'll just click a few of them. And do this: vegan recipes, etc., vegan, raw veganism, etc. Okay. The thing about targeting is that you notice as I change the interest, that all of these changes as well. But what you really want to look at is not demographics but page likes. This is the information that Facebook gathers that is telling you that the people who are interested in these things tend to like the following kinds of pages. So they have a greater affinity for liking these pages based on the demographics that you've chosen. Then from here, the key thing to note is that when it comes to Facebook targeting, you should not actually target something that is as broad as, for example, veganism, because there are literally millions of vegans on Facebook, and that targeting, although it is catered to the kind of audience I want to reach out to, it is still possible to be a little bit more specific, to laser hone your ads even further to a more nuanced niche audience. So based on this interest, you can see that people tend to like people who like raw veganism and vegan recipes and vegan tend to like these pages. And what you want to do is target these specific pages rather than just a broad interest. So try to find pages in particular rather than general interest in order to target a more focused, laser targeted audience. I already done the research for this, but basically you can gather information from here by seeing more and trying to find pages that are associated with what you want, that is more specific than broad interest. For example, vegan.com. Not everything is relevant, but try to look for the ones that are. It may be something like Earth Balance, non-GMO project, etc. And these are the pages that you want to target instead of general stuff. So what you do is after looking at the list that is generated, you delete the original things that you specified, the broad interest, and you start going for specific interests. So something like vegan.com, which I've shown. There's another specific page called One Green Planet, which I can also target. What else? Let's see, Vegan Addict. So you can type Vegan Addict. Now the thing about this function in Facebook, which is a bit convoluted, is that not every page will appear when you type it in, because for some reason Facebook allows you to select certain pages but not others. So when you encounter something like a Vegan Addict where something does not appear, just move on to the next option for something that you can choose. Again, not everything can be selected, but maybe half of the stuff from here can be selected. So for example, Earthlings, I could type Earthlings and you will appear here. Okay, so you can do it for maybe 6 to 7 groups. You can also do some A/B testing and see which one is better. But basically, targeting specific pages is much better than something that is broad. So moving on, you can choose other stuff as well. You can choose stuff like people whose language is English. You can target people in specific relationship status, level of education. You can also target people who are parents, who have children, etc. So it's up to you to play with. So when you have this ready, when you're done with that, what you can do next is you scroll back up and you click Create Advert. There are 2 kinds of adverts in Facebook. I would recommend just using the one on the left. It's easier. Basically, and then the Facebook will start loading based on the audience that you specified. And just give it a moment. We are here. Okay, so what you can do next, as I specified earlier, is that there are different kinds of ads, right? But the best kind for food bloggers is usually boost your posts. You can do this other 2, usually if you have a product to sell. But if you just want to increase awareness to your brand, just click boost your posts, and it'll show you the page that you want to advertise under. Let's do Crazy Vegan Kitchen, for example, right? And it starts to appear the post that you want to promote, right? So let's just use this, for example, and we'll click Set Audience and Budget. Sorry, it fell off the screen. And this is where you can see that the audience, sorry, it's got cut out a little bit, but you can see that sorry, let me regenerate this. Sometimes it does this. You can see based on the audience that you selected, this is the total number of reach, which is 190,000, which is better than a few million if we had chosen general interest. This is with the interest, etc. And here you can look through some other stuff to double check if your audience is selected correctly. What you want to pay attention to is your budget. It's better to set a lifetime budget, because if you don't, Facebook may charge you without telling you how much it's going to charge. So you can select a lifetime budget. Be sure to set a start and end date. Don't be really careful with this, because you don't want to accidentally spend a few $100s. You only need to spend a few dollars. So basically, I'll choose the end date as 6, etc. And I'll change the budget to maybe $5, right? And it will show you how many people you target, of the duration out of the total number of people. So I just choose $5. Usually I spend about $1 to $5 at the most for ads. Try not to spend too much. Don't spend more, because usually that's sufficient. In terms of optimizing your ads, there are a few options. You can choose page and post engagements or impressions. Usually I would choose post engagements, because that usually gives me the best cost per engagement rates. So I usually choose automatic, because it's better than manual overall, because Facebook will try to pick the best rates for you, and they actually really do try. So when you are charged, choose impressions. That's usually the best. Run adverts all the time. You can choose a schedule, but usually running adverts all the time usually does the job. So when that's done, you can create a name, etc., and then you choose your advert creative. That's when you choose the post that you want to promote. So I'll choose this one. Obviously, you will have to create the post beforehand, before coming into the audience insights, so that you can select it from this drop down menu, right? Here's an important thing as well. There are basically a few types of ads that you can choose from. Usually the best ads is the desktop newsfeed. You leave this selected. Mobile newsfeed as well. Usually there's two other options that appear. I'm not sure why it doesn't appear here, but usually you will have another option for sidebar, the ad that appears at the top right of your Facebook feed. Usually the best thing to do is to deselect it, because those are usually the lowest form of the ads that are the least effective. So usually the ones that are most effective is the desktop newsfeed and the mobile newsfeed. Sometimes you will also have the option for Instagram, depending if Facebook has allowed you to start using it. You can use Instagram as well, but usually just sticking to these two is the best. When you're done, just review your order. Make sure that everything is correct. Lifetime budget is not too high. And then at this point in time, you can just click place your order and your ads will start running. Usually it may take a few hours before they start rolling out to the people you've selected. But just be patient, wait for half a day or a day or so, and you start seeing results. Keep a tab on how well the ads are doing. Anything from 1 cent to 15 to 20 cents for cost per engagement is a good price. Anything above that, above 20 cents, about 30, 40, 50 cents, that's when you should try to refine your audience, because it shows that the engagement could be a little bit better. So try to look out for a low cost per engagement, which is better than a higher one. And if it's low, it means that more people are responding per 1,000 persons that are being fed your ad. So that usually is a good sign. So usually I would click place an order, but I'm not going to place it today. In order to check your cost per engagement, what you can do is under Facebook, go to that little arrow on the right, here, the arrow here, and then click on Adverts Manager, and that's usually when you can, let me just show you. Usually you can go to Adverts Manager, or manage adverts, and that's when you can check out how the cost of per engagement is doing. Check back after a few hours and you can see if your ads, you should continue them or you should stop them. So again, anything from 1 to 15 or 20 cents is alright, it's good to alright, and anything above that, and that's when you should consider retargeting or creating a new audience in order to find an audience that is a better fit to your ad. So if you keep things at a few cents per engagement and you do it for every post, spending about $1 to $2, if you do it continuously, you'll find that your page begins to grow in likes, and your blog visits will definitely increase as well, as more and more people begin to engage and share and comment on your post. So that's basically it. If there's any questions, just feel free to leave your comments. Thank you.